It truly sounds like an internship of a lifetime, really, for these students. That is so exciting. If there was one question that, or an interesting question that gets asked a lot by the students, because, for those of us who maybe are integrated into oil and gas, we hear the talk. What are some of the questions that they have that you thought, oh, good question?
I will just say, from the time that I've been involved in this, we learned early on when we invited a member company in to talk and to do a hands-on activity that the oil and gas terminology is terminology of its own.
Yes.
And so some companies would come in and they would be talking and they would use the word assets. And they would over and over say, well, our assets or our assets. And I was like, time out. In the middle of their presentation, time out. Let's explain to our interns what asset means because they've never
Nice.
heard that term before. So in the
Right.
last 3 years, I learned really quickly that the terminology was super important, that we teach that right away with our students. And so because the interns will be like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what a blowout preventer is. I don't know what a lease operator is. They don't know. And so
Right.
one of the activities that we did very first day, very first 5 minutes of the day, is I handed out sticky notes. I put them in groups of about 3 to 4 students in a group, and sticky notes and a pen. And I said, I want you to write words that you have heard that are related to oil and gas. And I want you to write those words on each sticky note and go put it up on the bulletin board. So this was an activity they learned, they kind of talked amongst themselves. Some had parents that worked in the industry. Some had no idea of the industry. They just knew they wanted to come and do this internship. And then the last day of the 2 week internship, we did that activity again with leaving those words that we began with. And we did it again. And I will tell you, this huge bulletin, this whole whiteboard in our classroom was full of different colored sticky notes with different terminology and words that those students had learned in their 2 weeks. And it was huge. It was huge.